Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Right, so today we're going to do a recap on the picks that I chose for this week's Shop My Stash. It's going to be a completely different Shop My Stash. It's going to be for 2 weeks rather than one, so I will show you everything that I chose. I did do it on camera, but the files got corrupted yet again. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the memory card rather than the actual camera. So yeah, let's get into it. I was saying yesterday as well that I've got real problems with my phone. I cracked the screen where the home button is, and it's gone into the speaker, so I have to put everyone on speakerphone now as well when they ring me, which isn't ideal. So I'm looking into getting a new phone, which again isn't ideal, but it might not be so bad getting an upgrade, getting a up-to-date iPhone rather than an iPhone 6S, which I've got now. I should have just done that in the first place. That iPhone 6S is barely a year old. It's probably not even that, and it's had so many problems. Well, let's just say I've had so many problems with it. I've dropped it twice now. The first time I dropped it in my bathroom and I've got like tiles in there and it just completely smashed the front of the screen. And then this time I dropped it in the bedroom, and it would have been okay if it just fell on the floor, but it fell on a plug socket. So yeah, definitely need to make sure that the new iPhone is covered under insurance, and definitely need to make sure it's got a good case on it. So that's where I'm at the minute. I did speak about this in another video. I think it was my 20 in 2020 project plan. I'm not 100% sure, but I just thought I would give you a little update on that. Right, so I'm going to show you absolutely everything that I pulled in new. So I kept this in from last week just because I want to do a W7 makeup look, so that one stayed in. So we brought this one back in. This one is Laura Geller's Baked Blushing Brightening Honeysuckle. It's really pretty. Just looks like that. It's like a perfect blush for this time of the year. So that's Honeysuckle. And then this one, I think this is a very similar shade by Ciate. This is Date Night. I might just swatch them against each other. Can you see how it looks really similar? Let's just swatch Honeysuckle. Okay, so that's Honeysuckle. And then let's swatch Date Night. Honeysuckle, I would say, is more orange toned, so that's those two. I pulled so many blushes because I'm going to be keeping them in for 2 weeks rather than one. We've got the Illamasqua Lover and Hussy duo. I really like this combo, and it does remind me of the Anastasia Miami one. This one's Miami. It would remind me of that, and then I can't remember the shade of that, but it reminds me of that so much. Then I brought in the Kiko Milano Desert Dunes Trio Baked Blush. This one is in Impulsive Mauves, and I didn't use this for such a long time, and I used it a few months back and really enjoyed it, so I thought it would be the perfect blush for autumn and winter. It smells absolutely lush. Do we have any more blushes in here? Oh, a stick blush that I wanted to use. It's actually a highlighter, but on my first skin it's a really nice glowy blush. It's the PS Glow Highlighting Stick in Rose Coral. And then highlighters, I really wanted to bring this out again. It's not been that long since it was out. I've not had it that long. And it's the Ofra Madison Miller collab in Moondance. Such a beautiful highlighter, guys, isn't it? So yeah, wanted to fetch that out. I'm always going to keep this one in until it basically dries up. So we've got the Essence Moonlighter Cushion Hybrid Shearing Technology. So it just looks like that. It's a white highlight. So it looks nice with this underneath and then a white light on top to make it really blinding. This one is in an unofficial project pan. So this is the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Reserve Your Cabana. That stays in. Right, I wanted to bring this back out because I've been umming and ahhing about this for so long now. The reason I've not given it away to anyone is because I paid quite a bit of money for it. I don't think this shade would work. I just think it's too dark on me. But this shade I might get to work. So yeah, we're going to be trying that out. Then I brought in this W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice. And that's like a white golden highlight. I want to use that in the W7 makeup try on. I've also brought in Laura Geller. I'm not sure if this is better as a eyeshadow. I mean, it's got a huge dip on it, so obviously I've been using it, but I'm not sure it's the right shade for me. Also, I wanted to try this. It's the Real Hair Goddess highlighter that I got from Birchbox. So it's just a little mini. And then the bronzer, the Physicians Formula bronzer's still in. I'm working on, I mean, I've hit pan, but I'm working on completely getting it out of the collection. This bit is slightly harder to, you know, get through. This bit here is so thin, and that's why I've hit pan on it. It's really nice to have for when you have a all matte bronzer and then you just go over slightly with this. Gives you a nice glowy look. And then the last thing in that middle row is this glow stick from New Look. So yeah, that always tends to stay in. And then we've got this last row in this little container I've got. So we've got the Rimmel Wake Me Up, that's Project Pan, and there isn't much left, so that stays in. I pulled in a new concealer, which is the Essence Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer. Now, this is my oldest concealer, so this needs to be used next. This one is in an unofficial project pan as well. It's a Technique lip oil. I'm halfway done with it. So yeah, that's that. I will need to replace that. I am on a low buy, but my caveat to that is the products that I have, I will, if I need to replace them, then I'll get another one, and that's the only lip oil I've got. So yeah, we will need to replace that soon. Then I have this mascara. It's the 3D Lash Effect. That's unopened, so I should be alright for mascaras for a few months. I've just opened the Manakadar one, the little mini that I got from Birchbox as well. Right, I have the Makeup Obsession Fluffy Brows in Warm Brown, so that's that. I've also got the Makeup Gallery Slay the Brow Gel, Natural Collection Tinted Brow Gel. I shouldn't have all these open, but I do because I wanted to test this Makeup Obsession one. And then I've got the Model Co More Brows. So I'm working, I think I'm gonna go working on this first. I mean, it shouldn't take me that long. It's only 2 mils worth of product. Then I've got a couple of brow pencils. So I'm using this one at the moment. It's Primark's brow pencil. This one came from Makeup Gallery, Poundland. I did a whole look with that when I was testing Poundland's makeup up. makeup out. This one is something that I need to use more. I've just not been using it. Then we've got some Stress Check roll on here. Let's pop some on. And then finally here we've got the Smashbox powders. So really these are eyeshadows, but I do want to use them as brow products when I've run out. So yeah, let's put them back. At the back is all my powders. So this one is Project Pan now. It's the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and the reason it's Project Pan is because I brought the lid quite a while back and I don't want it to kind of dry out. I finished, well, I didn't finish it up. The MUA one, the hydro powder I was using, it shattered a little bit, but I'd hit serious pan, it was almost gone, so I decided to just declutter it. I do show that in the Project Pan 20 and 2020. By the time this goes live, this video will go up a day later, so you will have seen all that anyway. Then we've got the number 7 translucent perfect light powder. So yeah, that's the loose powder I'm using for this week. The loose powder under the eyes is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in the shade 1. And then I also brought in the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in medium. I thought I could use this when I use the BB cream, the really sheer one, because I think that's too light. It's in the shade Very Light, but I mean, it's like, whoops, it's okay. I just think it's a little bit too light, so I thought I would try it with that powder over the top. Right, these are Project Pan as well. So we've got the NARS Orgasm. I'm just going to have to put them there. And we've got the MAC Soft and Gentle. Then we've got the Too Faced Love Flush Love Hangover. Right, so I'll show you what I've got in this section now. So we decided to bring in the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Face Primer. I wouldn't repurchase this. I don't think it's any different from something like this. I mean, I've not tried them against one another, but this is like a glow prime as well, and I brought this one in because obviously I want to do the W7 face makeup look. So yeah, I don't think it would be any different. Let's do a little swatchy. Right, so I'm going to put a tiny bit of the Banana Bright on. I mean, the only difference is this is skincare as well, so you wouldn't really need to put moisturiser on if you didn't want. Okay, so that's that one there. I don't know if you can see it. It smells of oranges. Not really a fan, but yeah. And then this one, oh, I put far too much on. Oh, this one smells of watermelon. It's so nice. This one's darker, this W7 one. You can see the glisten there off the Ole Henriksen one, but I just think for the price point, it's £28 the Ole Henriksen one, and I think this one was either £3.99 or £4.99. I think, you know, unless you want it for the skincare properties, it's just not worth it. And I didn't think I would be saying that. I thought I would be trying it on my face and be so impressed with it I'd want to get it again, and it's a really good job. I don't want to get it again because, like I said, it is £28. It's hardly cheap. The only time I would probably get this again is if I had enough points. Like with Boots, you're on a reward point system, and if you've got enough points you can pretty much buy whatever. But even so, I don't know if I would spend my points on that. I'd probably spend it on a perfume. You can get perfumes for £28. So yeah, it says on here, it says it's a Banana Bright face primer. It's got vitamin C and banana powder inspired pigments. So yeah, great. But yeah, it's not the one for me. unfortunately. Then we've got this. This would be another one that illuminates the face. I don't need a primer that has got skincare properties in it because I use such a good skincare regime. I mean, I've got some vitamin C products that I use. I haven't used them last month because I was testing the Glow product range out, which I'm going to be doing a comparison for you in a video upcoming soon. So I don't feel like I need those skincare properties because I'll just put the vitamin C range on first. But this one would do it just as well. This is the Sleek Burkist. This is the Sleek Burkist Illuminator in Monaco. Really, really good. It really highlights. I only tend to put it on the cheekbones, but it really highlights, and you know, it's just good. Then we've got this Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Primer. This, I would say, gives me more of a dewiness than the Banana Bright. Let me just turn that off. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these swatches off. Need to buy some more wipes. And then I'm going to show you. Normally when I use this, because it's coming to the end, I normally just use that bit. Yeah, that is just so glowy, and I think I paid £6 or £7 for that. So you're getting the same effect from any awake, like from any primer. Let's start again. So you're getting the same effect from any dewy primer. Why? Last week I pulled this high definition. Last week I pulled this W7 high definition camera ready foundation to do the look. But I didn't get around to it, so I've kept it in. It's in the shade Buff, which is the lightest shade you can get. I do honestly think it's too dark. I'll show you. Can you see? I just think it's that tad too dark. I might have to mix it with my drops that I've got. So I don't really want to mix it with another foundation. I might just put it on the face, you know, and then you can at least see the finish of it. Because mixing it with these is going to change the finish of it. But then after the video I will mix it with that in future. This is becoming one of my favourite foundations, so I decided to pull this for the 2 weeks, and it's the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel. It's in the shade Shell L0, and then this stays in all the time, and I just use it whenever I feel the need. It's the Mr. Perfect Cover BB Cream in the shade number 13. And then the last thing is this Rimmel BB Cream. This is actually Project Pan. I've had it a while, and I really do love it. I will definitely be buying a new one next year. It's in the shade Very Light, and it's a 9-in-1. So basically what it does is it's got 9 benefits in one. It's lightweight, long lasting, so one, it hydrates for up to 24 hours. I don't know about that, but it does feel really hydrating on the skin. 2, it primes, so you don't actually need a primer underneath it, but I always do put a primer. 3, it helps protect from UV rays. 4, it helps minimise the appearance of pores. 5, it smooths. 6, conceals and covers for an even skin tone. 7, mattifies. 8, brightens, and 9, provides all day long comfort on the skin. So yeah, it's really, really good. You get 30ml of products like you do with most foundations, and I would definitely repurchase that. Then in here we've just got single eyeshadows that I want to use up, and then we've just got miscellaneous products in here like clips and whatnot. So that is everything in this drawer. I'm going to take you over to my plastic acrylics and I'll just show you what palettes and things that I pulled out for this coming week. Right, so here we are. So my palettes are in here and then there's a few other products here. So let's just go through them. So I did pull this Elf bite-sizing truffles. I used this yesterday and what a great look I created with this. It's absolutely stunning. Without a shadow of a doubt, the best shade in this palette is this like cool toned grey, I would say it is. It just looked really beautiful and I was avoiding this black in the look. You can see how hesitant I was, but it looks really good on the lash line. And that would look really good if you're not too scared of black to smoke out the outer V. This one is obviously my Project Pan 6 eyeshadows in 2020, which I'm not doing great with just because I'm testing all these other eyeshadow palettes. I'm doing okay, I'm just not doing great. It will probably turn out that I'll only have hit pan on one eyeshadow, which is the white chocolate shade. Right, and then I pulled this out. This one was the first palette that I knew that I wanted to pull out. It's new to the collection. It's Colourpop Going Coconuts. Now I've wanted this for a while, a good few months, and I also wanted the peach one. I've not got the peach one in the collection. I've got the Primark peach one. I don't think I need it. Maybe I'll get it in time. At the moment I'm on a low buy, so it wouldn't be for a few months anyway. And I didn't break my low buy for this. I went on the low buy after I got this. It's just such a beautiful palette. It does have cool tones in it, but mainly the mattes are warm tones. So what I wanted to get with that is this one. So this one is the Dose of Colour Pretty Cool palette, and I did actually get this from it is second hand from Depop. I have sanitised it. I do have a story time on this. I wasn't happy when it came, but yeah, I think this one would be the perfect companion palette for the Going Coconuts palette. Then I pulled this Ciate eyeshadow palette in Aspen. So beautiful, guys. Look at all those blues. It's absolutely pretty. I cannot wait to use that. I don't know if I'm going to get to use it in the 2 weeks, but it will definitely, I'll definitely be doing a 5 days 5 looks with it and just testing it out. So yeah, that's that. This one I've only pulled for 1 day though. So this one is the W7 Wild Eyes. So I pulled that for 1 day just to do the testing W7 products, and this is the palette that I want to use. Never used it before, just heavily swatched it, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to using that. And then another palette I will be doing 3 days 3 looks with, as well as the Going Coconuts, is this Be In Love With Makeup Obsession palette. And I love it because it's got all those rosy toned eyeshadows in it. My Urban Decay Naked Free is trashed, guys. I've not even used it that much. I wouldn't mind if I'd used it a lot. I've used it a few times, but it was second hand when I got it. So yeah, we will be decluttering that. Spoiler alert, when I get to my eyeshadow palette declutter. Not too sure when that's going to happen. I need to test some palettes first. So yeah, I've got quite a few things to declutter from what I can see at the moment, but I might have more. So yeah, this is just such a beautiful palette. So yeah, I will definitely be doing 3 days 3 looks with it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers and 5 mattes by the look of things. So yeah, that looks really nice. I won't be using this one again, I don't think, just because I've used it. I think the next one I'm going to use is the Colourpop Going Coconuts. That will be today. Right, the second drawer down. The only thing I put in is this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it's just in the shade Bronzer. It's new to the collection. I got it because Boots were having a sale, so I got this, and I also got this NYX lingerie. I thought it was the dupe, not the dupe, I thought it was, it is corset, but I thought it was like, where is it? I thought it was going to be like this one, and this one is my favourite. It's not similar at all. That one's more brown, and I don't know if I like it, to be honest. I'm going to keep it obviously in the collection and be testing it out. I've wore it a couple of times. So this is the NYX lingerie in the shade corset. I only paid, I think, £3.33 for it. They were having a sale, like I said. This one, I understand what people are saying now. I was under the impression it smelled of coconut. It doesn't. It smells quite strongly of sun lotion, and yeah, even when it's close you can still smell it, which is, it's overpowering. So if you're not a fan of sun lotion, you're not going to like this. I mean, I don't know if it's going to bother me more in the long term. When I wore this for the first time yesterday, I could actually smell it on my cheeks. It smelled of it just smelled like I had suntan lotion on, SPF or something like that. So I'm not too sure whether I'm going to like that going forward. I did say in this Shop My Stash I would be getting the darker shade, just because this shade on me, and I'm obviously a light, I've got a very light skin. It's just really, really light on me. I'm so glad now I didn't get the light one, because there's a light one and then there's other tones. So next time if I want it, I'm probably going to get the next shade up as well if it goes back on sale. I believe this is the new container. The other one, I thought that's why it was on sale, because they got new packaging, and I think this is it. So yeah guys, this is the complete Shop My Stash for the next 2 weeks. I've kept in Project Pan items, so the Chanel bronzers there, the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. I didn't bring any face palettes in this time. And then in this section here, it's just all Project Pan items. I think what I'll do is I'll pull my Project Pan items like this little blush, this highlighter and that blush there, and I'll put them in there because there's just more room. I just need to make a mental note to myself that I've got Project Pan items there. I pulled so much stuff in my everyday, like for my everyday weekly makeup drawer. It's just too much in there, so yeah, I'll just leave them there this week. So I'm not going to see you next week for another weekly Shop My Stash. I will see you in 2 weeks time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and your support on the channel. If this is your first time here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Please like, share and comment, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.